back down on my local pit after a tench this morning. The day actually didn't start off that way. I actually woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, got up about 3:15, something like that, had my breakfast, packed the car, all ready to go up the river for a barbel. That was the plan. So I drove all the way up the river, dropped into the first pool, somebody was fishing it. Drove a couple of miles down the road to the second pool, somebody was fishing that as well. I mean, it was still dark, you know, so they were well keen. So then I was in a dilemma, I didn't know what to do. So what I decided to do was drive all the way back home, so that wasted an hour. Into the garage, changed all the gear over, so put the barbel fishing gear away, put my lobworms back in the fridge for next time. Luckily I had some maggots, so I got the maggots out, got the Tench carp rods out. I've also got a light rod and stalking rod, so I'm really hedging my bets today. So I've driven all the way down to Chichester, and I'm on the weedy Tench lake, I think we'll call it. The weedy Tench lake this morning. After wasting all that time, I didn't get fishing till 6 o'clock this morning. It's about 9 o'clock now, so I've done about 3 hours. Nothing, although I have seen, you know, probably more tench fizzing than I've seen on my other trips here. There's still a few odd patches out there now, and I've tried casting to them, but you know, I've not had any bites or anything. But yeah, there's been a lot of fizzing. I think what I'll do this morning is I'll give it another couple of hours, fish till about maybe 11 o'clock. I think that would have been 5 hours. And then I'm going to move on to one of the smaller ponds, which is supposed to have some nice tench in it, and quite a few. So I've got my light rod, float rod. I'm going to do a bit of float fishing maggots there, give it a few hours there, see how the fishing is there, and if it's no good there, or if I catch a few tench, then for the evening, the last few hours, I might move on and do a bit of surface fishing for the carp. So it's a varied day. I've been all over the place. I'm so tired. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll have caught a fish. Well, it's a little after 9 AM now, and the sun's well up, and it makes you realise how weedy it is out there. Presentation is a real problem. I've got pop-up boilies on both the rods now, but all the tench activity has faded away now. You know, once the sun's got on the water, no more fizzing or bubbling like there was earlier. So I think the best thing to do is to call it a day early. I know I've only done 3 hours fishing on here, but you know, it's the best 3 hours. Nothing's happening, a couple of losses. I'm going to wind in, pack up. I've got to nip up the shops to get some food because I forgot my sandwiches this morning in my haste to get out. So I nip up the shops, get some food, get back down here, and go on one of the other lakes. I'm going to go on the small pond, really. See if I can sneak a tench out, because I really want to catch a tench today. So fingers crossed. I'm on the little pond, which reputably has got quite a lot of tench, silverfish, and some small carp. Now I can see plenty of small carp cruising around, but lots of fizzing as well. So I've just chucked my float out there, first cast, and away it went. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw that, it's bobbing away again already. I've got a big bunch of maggots, 6 maggots on a size 10, bit brutal, 6-pound line, and a little waggler out there. First cast, off it went, and I had a tench. Must have been all of about 6 inches long, tiny little thing. Target is a £5 plus tench today, and I hear they're in here, so as always, fingers crossed. We've got one on the float, and it's a nice tench. This isn't a little 6 incher, this one. Whoa, blimey. Oh yes, that's a nice tench, and that is just what I wanted. A nice tench on the float today. There you go. Didn't take too long. Exactly as I planned. Float fished maggots just out by those reeds there. Been seeing loads of carp swirling around on the surface, and when it went I thought, oh, it's probably a carp, but in actual fact it's a nice tench. So let's have a look at him now. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but this is proper old style, old school float fishing for tench. The fizzing is unbelievable. Every time I chuck out some hemp and some maggots, the fizzing around that float is unbelievable. I've had 3 tench now, a little tiny one, a 6-pounder and a 5-pounder. Within about an hour, so it's going pretty well. Nice handful of maggots. Looks like the tench are back on the feed. It's about 3:30 now, and I've had a couple in quick succession, but I don't know if you can see that fizzing out there. The area's alive with them, so it looks like I could get a few more. Well, that's it for another one. I'm just about to wrap it up now. So I had a great day in the end, what with all the rushing around at the start, going over to the river. First of all, first thing in the morning, you know, I was up at 3:15 this morning, and it's now 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's been a long old day, but I came good in the end. You know, I came on this little pool behind me here, managed 13 tench in the end. Biggest one was 6 pounds, just over 6 pounds, quite a few 5s and 4s, so that was good. I had 10 carp as well, you know, small little scamps, and I lost count of the amount of rudd I had, probably 30 rudd, something like that. So it's been a busy day. I wouldn't want to do it every day, but for once in a while it was good fun, you know, especially the tench, so that was great. Not sure what I'll be doing next week. Hopefully I'll be back up the river. If not, I'll be somewhere else, so I'll see you then.